What is happening? What is up? Good morning to you. It's conference championship weekend. There's only 4 teams remaining in the NFL. Super disappointing that the NFL season is coming to an end, but we're set up for some good matchups. Listen, I've got some strong takes on this week, okay? I've got some strong takes. I've got some takes that my gut is not agreeing with my heart, all right? My brain and my heart separated at odds. They don't understand each other this week. They don't agree with each other. Some of these things I might bet on this week are just outrageous. But that's where we're at. Philly, what is going on? Philly says fly, Eagles fly. Philly obviously is an Eagles fan. Good luck to him. I think you're gonna be just fine. Whoops, my alarm's going off. I think you're gonna be just fine. I think the Eagles win, but I'm not gonna talk about that second game yet, okay? Sergio says, let's go. Absolutely, Sergio. Good morning to you all. First off, the first thing we've got to decide on is who are you betting on in the kick of destiny? That's the question. All right. So let's talk about that for a second. Each kicker, here are the rules. Peyton and Eli, the brothers, will face off in a field goal kicking competition. Each kicker will attempt a 25-yard kick. If the kicker makes it, the second kicker is given a chance to tie it, blah, 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 blah. And then they keep moving 5 yards closer if they miss it. So, what is this last one? If no winner is decided after 3 rounds, the kicker who kicked it closest to the center target on the net in the 3rd round wins the tiebreaker. Okay, so here's my take. All right, this is what we need to be betting on this week, the kick of destiny. Okay, my take is this: Peyton Manning, more skilled, better at everything growing up. Eli, typical little brother syndrome. Never was better at Peyton than anything growing up, blah, blah, blah. However, Eli is more athletic. And that's not saying much, but he's got to be, right? Like, he's more athletic. He's a little more limber. Peyton just seems kind of stiff and rigid, right? Like, Peyton's stiff, rigid, probably a little bit taller, though, so maybe more powerful leg. So consider that in here. But yeah, I put in my bet on Eli as much as I'm a Colts fan, and it pained me to do so. I'm still trying to win. Okay, so I went Eli because of that, because he should be more athletic. But again, that's my brain. My heart says Peyton, because Peyton's the GOAT. He's better at everything than Eli growing up. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know which one's a better kicker. We're gonna find out though. All right, the first game. We're gonna start off with the first game. Eagles and Commanders. Eagles are 6.5-point home favorites here. We got to look at the weather. Weather looks good. I've been checking the weather report all week. I've been boots on the ground, people in and out of the stadium. I'm getting text messages every 15 minutes. Precipitation, dew points, all of the things, okay? High, low pressures, wind speeds, everything, all right? It's like that movie Twister. We've got one of those Dorothy's up in the air, all right? Everything looks good for these 2 games. Both these games look really good. Wind should not be a factor. I'm excited about that. Let the teams play and let the best team win, and that's what we're going to get. So weather's not an issue. I'm interested in what Jalen Hurts does, because his weeks have been so down lately. Let's take a look at Jalen. Oof. Now, he obviously didn't play this Washington game, where he played, barely at all. Here's the head-to-head. All right, let's remove that from it. So we've got one game this year where he threw for 221 passing yards. So that's what we're looking at. Oh, wait, we got 2 games. Yeah, this game he didn't play. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Home and road splits, I don't think were a big issue. There's home. Season hit rate, 55% at home. Versus on the road, 37% hit rate. So a little bit better at home for sure. Averaging 203, though. They haven't asked him to throw the ball because it's been the Saquon Barkley show. The one thing I do like for sure this week for Jalen is the tush-push anytime touchdown, all right? I do like that. We saw him get the touchdown last week on like a 49-yard run. I like the Jalen Hurts tush-push touchdown this week. I also am interested in Saquon for sure. But I think I'm definitely playing the tush push this week. Let's take a look at his. You know what I did want to look at? Longest pass was semi interesting to me this week, but he's not my favorite longest pass. Um, Rushing yards. Let's take a look at his rushing attempts. 7.5. Best odds to the over are -114 on FanDuel. I don't think it's something we have to jam into our parlays. Let's go over here and let's start building. All right, shall we? Let's start building. I think Jaden has to throw a touchdown this week. I have to throw 2 touchdowns this week. I like the Jaden Daniels play. I'm kind of interested in his rushing and passing prop, but I'm totally fine with just his passing prop to the over. So if you like that, 221.5, can you get any better odds? No, you're going to be 221.5 is the lowest right there. Philly's defense is not an easy defense to throw the ball against, but I do think Philly is ahead in this game. And Jaden Daniels is pretty much playing from behind the entire game. I feel like I've got a pretty good read on this. Again, I feel like, I keep saying I feel like. Again, a lot of this week is not going to be data driven. It's going to be what do we think happens? How do we think this game goes? I just don't think that they have enough juice to take down Philly. Sorry, Andrew. That's my personal opinion, and I hope I'm wrong for your sake. But I think that Jaden finds himself playing from behind. Also makes me a little bit interested in his passing attempts. Set at 32.5, it looks like, not 31.5 anywhere. It might have opened at 31.5, but it's not a huge difference. Obviously 30, if you could get 29.5 would have been nice. But 32.5 is fine here. Let's see. Anything on his home and away splits? Well, there's his home games. His away splits must be worse. Yeah. Definitely less pass attempts on the road. But yeah, this is a game. I think the game script favors Jaden Daniels to have to be tossing the rock. So I'm going to start building a parlay out here, and we're just going to start putting it together. Oh, I did want to look at one other thing. I didn't look at passing touchdowns. There we go. Yeah, that is you're getting that at a plus 144. Wow. I think that's definitely worth a straight play here. Okay, we're going to include that into here. Player passing touchdowns. Look at that. That is worth a straight play right there. Plus 148 on FanDuel. That's at least worth a half unit here. I'll throw that in there. I realized we'd get such good odds on it. Yeah, I love the game script for this play. I know it's a terrible matchup. I get it. And I don't care. I just don't care. I know it's a terrible matchup. So we're going to go 1+ for the sake of a parlay, though. We're just going to go 1+. What do we got here? Oh, that's all passing yardage. That's not going to help me. I can't even read it, though. All passing touchdowns for Jaden Daniels, 1+ is where we're going to begin. I think you could go 1+ for both of these guys, but I'm not. Yeah, we could go 1+ for both of them. Why the heck not? Look at that. Both these guys. That's what happens when you've got Saquon Barkley in the backfield on one side. A.J. Brown. Oh, how did I lose my... A.J. Brown is a guy that, for some reason, it doesn't seem like people are talking about a lot this week. He's kind of the forgotten man, and I understand it because it's become the Saquon Barkley show. However, let's not forget that A.J. Brown is hungry to get to the Super Bowl. And because it's almost like I want to do the opposite of what the narrative is going to be. Because he hasn't done anything in so many weeks, and because Jalen Hurts' numbers have just been so putrid through the air, it actually makes me like it even more. Look at his receiving yardage. This is A.J. Brown. This is a perfect buy low spot here. No home and away splits, really, which is fine. Actually, much better away splits. But I don't think that matters. I was just curious. Yeah, that's what he's done against Washington. I just don't care about the numbers as much. I'm clicking through because I think it's interesting, and we should be shopping the odds. 66.5 is the best one you're going to get. Underdog still has it at 66.5 if you're playing on the DFS apps. Prize Pick 69.5, but I just don't care. I think it's a great play. I think it's a good buy low spot for him, and I want a guy like A.J. Brown in my parlays this week. I want to look at Devontae Smith's receptions. Yeah, he's a pretty solid 4+ guy for like the whole year. What do we got? 80% hit rate there. 4 I might even go Devonta 3+. Let's see what we're gonna look at here. Why is that? I have to zoom out a little. Sorry, fam. Oh, let me know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can still see that. Where's his alt receptions? I'll go 4+ here for the sake of this parlay. And where is Austin Eckler? His receiving props have been really solid lately. Let me take a look at chat while I build this out. Yup. Oh, look at that. There you go. Look at that. You know, but it does scare me when everybody's on a play. I got to be honest, guys. If everybody thinks it's a good play, it's like makes me a little nervous. Yeah, longest reception. Did he not play? Oh, why didn't he? Must not. Maybe he didn't play that game against Philly. Must have missed the game because I'm not showing him for here. What about his receptions? Oh, 3.5's a little bit high. A little bit high. Which one? I would say I actually probably prefer yardage. What did you guys have as his? Okay, you didn't say his yardage. Yeah, I wonder if his yardage has bumped from like 21, 22.5 up to 25, or if it opened at 25. Longest reception has a better hit rate, but 12.5 is pretty low, actually. If you can get 12.5 right here on FanDuel, DraftKings is 13, Flip is 13. I like the 12.5. I actually think they're both probably pretty good plays. And, with them, like I said, I do think they're playing from behind, which means a lot of dump offs potentially if Jaden Daniels gets in trouble, which is why I was looking at his rushing props for Jaden Daniels, but they're just so dang high. The rush attempts, like I know he rushed for 16. I know he rushed for 16 attempts last week. And if you're going to play it, get it on Flip at minus 130 here at 10.5. Flip coming through with the best value. So if you're shopping the odds like you should be, there's Flip. Guys, we've got 80 people watching across the two platforms. Do me a favor and just smash the like button, please. I would appreciate it. And if you're throwing the ball, I'm interested in a couple of these receivers for Washington. De'Ami Brown's a good option. I played Ertz last week. Actually, Ertz is one of my favorite touchdown plays for the odds you can get it at. Plus 310 for Ertz to score a touchdown. Him or Eckler are interesting plays at those odds. I'm taking Ertz over Terry, given these odds you're getting. And I might even talk about that first touchdown there. But I like Ertz right there. I think that's a solid play. Devonta Smith, 4+. Jaden Daniels, 1+. I think those are all pretty easy right there. There is a plus 2,600 you can get. But you know what? Since I've got such good odds there, I'm just going to play this one for a 5 spot to win $100 real quick. And I'm not even going to use my token there. I'm not even going to use it yet. I also could have thrown the Eagles in there because I do think the Eagles end up winning this game. So you could throw the Eagles into that play. I think that's fine. Let's go to this game because I'm real excited for this one. Touchdowns. I think it's a Josh Allen touchdown day. On the other side, I really want to go back to DeAndre Hopkins. I really do. And I know he didn't do much last week. He didn't do anything last week. But it just feels the Bills are going to sell out to stop Travis Kelce. So that's fine. Let them sell out to stop Travis Kelce. I'm going to use the app for this one a little bit. I'm going to use the app because, desktop's fine on here, but like nobody wants to use desktop. 90% of the time, I'm building parlays in the restroom, in the kitchen. Like I told you guys yesterday, I built that NBA parlay in the kitchen, in between flipping burgers. Took me 18 seconds. See, the fact that everybody Yes, you're right, Sergio. You must have. All right, here we go. Peyton Manning all day. Sergio, I'm with you. I'm a Colts fan. I think that it's hard for me not to take Peyton Manning. I think my brother talked me into it. He was like, Eli's way more athletic. He might have talked me into it. He talked me right into it. Let's hope he's right. But I do think Eli's probably a little bit more athletic. He's a little bit younger, a little bit more limber, gets that leg a little higher, although Peyton's got the length, probably has a better leg, but the accuracy. Barkley 50 plus. Yeah, I'm going to look at those kind of props in a minute, J Step. Eckler, 12 and a half longest reception. Eckler, what's up, Andrew? What is going on? Yeah, he did not play, at a concussion. Okay, makes sense. PropsBot's got it. They got it. They got it. They got it. Eckler alt receptions. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good play. I'm curious to see what kind of odds are we talking here if we play that, though, real quick. I just want to see what kind of a ladder we can get. Whoops, I meant to do that. I went too far. Receptions. I mean, if you're doing that, are you also alting his receiving yardage too? 5+ at a 225. I think that's a good play. I'm just surprised it's that low, I guess. I would have thought we would have been in the 300 for this. But yeah, I mean, with them playing from behind, in theory, most of the game, in theory, I could see a lot of dump offs to Eckler, a lot of angle routes and stuff coming out of the backfield. And you're a Commanders fan too, Andrew. So if somebody's a fan of a sport, of a team, I take what they say with a little bit more weight. You know what we should do before we do this? We could do something like that. Higher alt line play, which what I'm looking at or what I'm thinking is something like, man, I almost want to take like both these guys. It's kind of stupid, although that's not. So let's say, does AJ Brown just go nuclear this week and get 2 touchdowns? Let's do that. Let's do AJ Brown 80 plus. Let's do Eckler. Where's Austin Eckler? Let's go 5+ for Eckler. I kind of was hoping we'd be up a little higher already, but let me think of who else. And maybe a De'Ami Brown or Zacchaeus. De'Ami Brown 60 plus. Is De'Ami Brown hit that at all? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 60 plus. But look at him. He's hot. He's hot. Let's go De'Ami Brown 60 plus there. Plus 3,100. I mean, that ain't bad. Bad at all. Got a little bit on each side. What are we doing? Saquon. Do we throw Saquon in there? Does it get us anything? If we just go even like let's say we alt it lower a little bit, just to a more, oh baby, a more respectable. Wow, it really does add quite a bit at this point. So you could go Saquon. Let's go Saquon 80 plus. Jeez, if that comes to bite me in the butt, what am I getting greedy here? 39, no, 39 versus that. Let's go 70 plus. $5 right there wins me $200. I like it. Am I doing something wrong there? Daniel's 3+ TDs. You're an animal. I mean, that's the way to do it, though. Something like that. I'm happy with that little parlay right there. I'm happy with that one. And no problems with that. All right, so I'm having a hard time not taking one of these guys, like Xavier Worthy or Hopkins. Let's go Hopkins here. Marquise almost had that. I could have had it last week. And I'm a big Shakir guy this week. And I was looking at, honestly, what if we did something like the under 230, but the over for Shakir? Oh, mama. The correlation play? Okay, that's what adds a lot to it. What did I just remove off of that? Oh, the Hopkins touchdown. Okay. Woof, that puts it up there. I mean, that ain't much. But Do we think Josh Allen? It's kind of scary to play an odd Josh Allen under in this game. I think so. Here's my take on this game. I actually like the Bills to jump out to a lead, and I think that if the Chiefs win, they've got to come back and win. They've got to put together a late drive or something. And Mahomes is 7 for 7 on those late drives, so I think he could do it. But I think the Bills might jump out to a little bit of a lead. I don't know. My heart says Kansas City. Well, and my brain, I mean, kind of, but like my brain says that the Bills actually might have a better team. The Bills actually might have a better team right now and might be playing a little bit better football. Although Karlaftis, that's his name, right? Karlaftis is an absolute monster. If Karlaftis plays the way he did last week against Houston, against the Bills this week, and then you've got Chris Jones coming up the middle, then we could be talking a different story. This is a scary play, but I'm brave. I'm gonna put $3 on it. I'm kind of brave. I went down to 3, so I'm not that brave. That is a little 4-leg slip, a little anti-correlation. I do like Khalil Shakir this week. 60 is kind of high. It's kind of creeping up there. But if you're going to go, maybe we outline these guys down. I know everybody's on Travis Kelce. I have a little bit of a concern of Travis Kelce hitting that 70 plus again, just because the Bills, let me see. I don't know if the head-to-head's on Kelce this week. Let me see if the head-to-head is working for Kelce. Oh, it is. Oh, wow, I thought the Bills had better splits against Kelce. That's weird. I swear, I thought the Bills had better splits. Travis Kelce versus Buffalo Bills. Game logs, right? That'll work. 1969. There was one. Oh, this is going way back. Okay. So we had 8 yards, then 83 and 108. 83, 121. Huh. I have a date for 121. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he has that one game. And then 83 is there's nothing wrong with some of these numbers in here, but his line set at 70 and a half. And I know playoff Kelsey's a different monster, but he ain't getting any younger. So the Bills traditionally have tried to limit Kelsey and kind of sold out. And now you've got Hopkins out there and Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy. I'm not like super interested in jamming Kelsey into my slips this week. And if he does, and he has a big week or whatever, great. No problem. But like I'm actually more interested in Hopkins. Like even just like a Hopkins, maybe receptions. Let me take a look at what his normal receptions kind of where they live at. I know he hasn't had many. He's had a couple of bad weeks here, receptions. Yeah, if I 3 or 4 receptions for Hopkins, I think I'm sticking with something like that. Hopkins, where's his receptions? 3 receptions is a plus 118. I think that's a strong play right there. That's a strong parlay piece right there. Let me check the rest of this. It opened at 21.5 and 25.5 now. Okay. I agree, Andrew, on Eckler. Mike Wilkerson, what is up to you, my friend? What's going on? Listen, Andrew, we're on the same page then, because that's what I was thinking too. Game script proof. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I was looking at that too. And even with the game script that I think is going to end up in his favor, I like it even more. Daniels 3 plus is a good that's an interesting piece right there. Kareem Hunt, Matt Collins touchdown. You're a savage. You're an absolute maniac. Matt Collins, I think, only had 1 catch. He definitely, I mean, he's the big body guy, but almost like if you're gonna go that route, almost like Knox or Kincaid more for that big body red zone guy. But listen, they're all long shots at this point. They're all darts. Does Amari Cooper see the field this week? TBD. Let's go. I want a little bit of Shakir in this play. Give me like Shakir 50 plus and give me Hollywood Brown 50 plus. Let's throw a touchdown play in there or 2. Man, Shakir's touchdown. You know what, James? Give me James Cook touchdown here. No, I don't know if I want to play them both. It's got to be Kareem Hunt, right? Like Pacheco hasn't even really seen the field. Noah Gray. This is the Noah Gray touchdown week, isn't it? I got to be honest though. I'm having a hard time just not rolling that out. I don't want to have him in every parlay because if he doesn't get it, I'm going to be disappointed. That's pretty solid. A 1,500 right there. So anything I think I'm missing in here that I want? Oops. I don't know. I guess if I don't use it, then it disappears. I guess I got to start using it more. That's my cue to use the app a little bit more. Okay. We're going to hop to anytime touchdowns. I'm going to enter this. Perfect. And we're going to get into anytime touchdown parlay. That's it. No more. Enough of these games. All right. If we think that there's a chance that Jaden Daniels throws 2-3 touchdowns this week, one of them's going to Ertz. Who's the other one going to? De'Ami Brown? Zacchaeus? Or do we just stick with one? I'm just going to stick with one. I'm going to go him and him. Although I really do like A.J. Brown this week. I'll probably look at A.J. Brown here in a minute. And then we're going to jump over here. And we're going to go touchdowns down here. And I think it's hard for me not to play the Josh Allen. And all right, you guys know I love DeAndre Hopkins, okay? So I'm going to stay away from that one for this play. And I'm going to go either Hollywood or Kareem Hunt. Let's go Kareem Hunt at a plus 25.65. Who sells this parlay right now? Where is the weak link in this play? PropsBot has Hurts and Saquon as the two highest touchdown plays of the week. Hurts and Allen are tied. Next is Travis Kelce. Who sells this play right now? Who doesn't score a touchdown here? I think it's great. I think it's great. $10. Done. Okay. Now the question is, I know what you're asking yourself. You're saying, David, what are we doing for first touchdown? Well, let's talk about it. First touchdown, A.J. Brown at a plus 900 for the first touchdown, I think is a phenomenal play. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to look at first touchdowns here. Now, this one I'm a little bit more iffy on. You could roll out the fan favorite right here and get a plus 17,000, 18,000. And I think I have to sprinkle on that at least. So we're going to do $2 to win 358. What do we get if we would put $3 in? 537. Let's go $3 on this because I felt so strongly about it. And let's keep A.J. Brown in there. And let's say we go with the Josh Allen maybe. But the odds are just not what I think I need them to be. The Josh Allen first touchdown. Maybe he comes out and goes crazy. All right, let's put $2 on that. And let's see. One more with A.J. Brown, maybe? One more with A.J., maybe, right? Who did I play so far? I played Hopkins. That's my fave, obviously. Then I played Allen. Do we go with a James Cook or Kareem Hunt? All right, let's do that. Okay? We'll put $3 on that one. Now, that's enough for A.J. Brown. Now we got to flip it. I mean, you could obviously go – the other guy I would put in to one of these – let me see. What's Jalen Hurts real quick? And the Jalen and Josh? 3,800. Meh. Boring. Now we're talking. There it is. Boring. Okay. That's it. I'm done with that one. Now I want to look at a Redskins player. Oh, Commanders. Sorry, I grew up in the 90s, okay? I think we go Ertz. I think I go Ertz. That's my guy. Ertz is my guy for the touchdown. Give me Ertz. And then let's go over here. And we're sprinkling. like a tenth of a unit on all these. So I'm gonna spend like $15, half of a unit or something like that. And actually, you know what? I told Ralph that I would I told him I would let him know when I was live. Somebody in the Discord was asking me. So Ertz touchdown. You could go Josh Allen. Let's see, is a plus 13. That's not bad at all. Let's sprinkle. Okay, we're just sprinkling here. I'm gonna get a little crazy with Ertz. We're essentially, I'm just sprinkling, trying to spread out my exposure a little bit to hit the right combo. It's almost like I'm just round robining here on my own. Realistically, I'm just round robining on my own here. And we've been really successful with this. We've cashed 2 to 3 of these slips at like plus 7,000 in the last, at this point, probably 5 weeks. So 2 out of 5, something like that. So I know this may seem like, oh, he's just shooting darts. Well, we're shooting educated darts. We're shooting educated darts out here. Now, that is probably my favorite one right there. So we got to enter that, right? You know what? Let's make sure we get it over $1,000. Okay, that's my favorite one right there. And if we were to go a different route and it wouldn't be him, who for the Bills? Shakir? Shakir? All right, last one. Kareem Hunt? Ertz and Hunt. I don't have any Kelsey. Am I being silly by not throwing Kelsey in there? All right, we're done. We're done. That's it. They're done. They happen fast. Did you miss them? They happen fast. Okay, these first touchdown bets really happen fast. Now, the last thing I do want to look at here is I want to look at the game specials here. All right, let's look at the game specials. We'll work backwards to forwards, okay? Backwards to forwards. Guys, smash the like button. Do me a favor, smash the like button. Game time hype. Game time hype. That is right, Joe. That is right, baby. Joe, enter these in $1 each, my friend. We could sweat them out. Each team to score 1+ rushing touchdown. I've seen this as a popular one. I think it could be interesting. $2 gets me 200. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's have some fun. Each team to score a touchdown and a field goal. Ooh, let's have some fun. I'm gonna put a 5 spot on that guy. Oh, it's only $55. Well, that's kind of shit. Come on. My program, does it need an update? What's going on here? Stop booting me out. What's happening here? My broadcasting app has been giving me some troubles. What was the first one you did of the first touchdown score? Sergio, are you in the you're in the Discord, right, buddy? I'll drop them in the DGen parlays chat after this, okay? I'll go through after this and I'll screenshot them real quick and drop them in there. I'll drop them in there for you so you guys can see them all. I'll go through and screenshot the image real quick. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes each record 15+ passing yards in each quarter. That's fine. 30+, blah. 5+ rushing in each quarter. Nope. Shakir and Kelsey to each record 5+. Nope. They're not that. No, they're more streaky. Each team a rushing and a passing touchdown. Oh, I think that's pretty good. A rushing and a passing. Yeah. I like that one. I think that's a good one. I think that's worth a little bit of loot. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen combined for 500 passing yards and 4 pass. That 4 passing touchdowns a little bit iffy. Man, that app is all jacked up. I'm gonna have to download it and reinstall it, I guess. Come on. You know, we're having technical difficulties today. Can't even have the app up. This is why I can't have nice things. It's not working. Oh, it might be working. Jeepers creepers. Just trying to showcase a beautiful app out here. Okay. Just let me showcase this beautiful app that you can sort by sports book. Okay. Going to be looking to add some new sports books. You could sort by market. You could sort by the odds you've got. You could sort by hit rate and confidence score. You can click into it, find out where he was born. You could find out what high school he went to. Oh my gosh, it's gone. It's gone again. What is happening? Something's happening. This is very disappointing. Look at that. Got all this information for you on Saquon Barkley. He was born in 1997, February 7th, in the Bronx, New York. Did anybody know that? 233 pounds of raging muscle that's going to score a touchdown probably this week. All right, I looked at those specials. Let's take a look and see if these specials catch my eye. Each team to score a rushing and passing touchdown. I think that's an interesting one too, actually, again. I think that's interesting. Each team to score 1+ touchdown and 1+ field goal in each half. Sure. $10 for 170, baby. Easy peasy. Did you guys catch that one? That was a good one. 1 touchdown and 1 field goal in each half. Kind of like that. Kind of like it a lot. Jane Daniels and Saquon Barkley, 5+ rushing yards in each quarter. Meh. 10+. Nope. AJ Brown in each quarter? No. Maybe half. We do something with half. And 1+ rushing touchdown. I don't think I like that either. Each team to score 1+ rushing touchdown and 1+ passing. The rushing touchdown for Washington worries me slightly. So I'm going to put a 5 on that. That worries me slightly. So you mark my words. If that fails, it's the rushing touchdown for Washington, I think. I guess I'd say, or the passing touchdown for the Eagles, but more so the rushing touchdown. Each team to score 2+ rushing touchdowns, 2+ passing. Nah, none of these get me. Alternate points to score 3 touchdowns. The only guy I really would look at was Saquon, and that's stupid that the odds are plus 950. I could go AJ Brown 2+. That's not terrible. I'm probably not going to, but I could see the merit behind it. Okay. Guys, if you're posting these things, it's got, we've got all these things. If you have questions about how to use the app, obviously the questions are different, or my answer would be different per sport on how I use the app. But NFL, it's really a tool to find if I try to look at if there's home and away splits. I try to find variances in the odds, like better odds on certain books. I will sometimes not usually sort by last 10 off the bat, but I think that there could be some merit to it. I mean, look at that. Like, there's a good chance James Cook scores a touchdown this week, and obviously that shows you that. You can see head-to-head, although the head-to-head obviously is not coming up for him. Right? Or did he? Yeah, he played against KC. There it is. Okay, perfect. So I've got that in there, which is good because I want to show the team that these things aren't all working. We're working out the bugs. We're working out any little kinks we find and stuff too. We're, I'd say, 85 to 90% of the way there. And then, with these new features, I'm really pleased. That little filter button, we changed it just so when you're looking at something like NBA, you can go over here. And if you look at PRA, it's not blocked off on the screen. There you go. That's why I switched it to that button. The other button kind of blocked it off on certain screens. This is where I think the head-to-head really shines, because head-to-head like this is way more important in NBA and stuff too, or it can be more important, and you get more data from it, obviously. So, yeah. So that's NBA. I'm not going to get an NBA. It's NFL week. Let's cash some freaking parlays this week, guys. And appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's going to be a bummer that these are coming to end. One more live stream for the Super Bowl. Maybe I'll do 2 for the Super Bowl, though. Split it up somehow. Got to figure that out. And then I'll be doing some NBA. We'll be doing best ball. But NBA will be a part of it all because I'm going to be using the app, obviously, and I put out plays daily for NBA. So appreciate you guys checking out the stream and hanging out with me. Always a great time to hang out. Reach out to me on Twitter and Discord. I'm going to drop these parlays we build, and let's hopefully cash out a nice plus 10,000 odds or higher play today. I'm excited for it. Enjoy the week. Enjoy some football. And I will see you for the Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl rematch. I think actually Buffalo probably wins, but I'm hopeful that the Chiefs win. Goodbye.